Hello, boys and girls. Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. How are you? I'm fine, and I hope that you are too. Good morning, good morning, good morning, how are you? I'm fine, and I hope that you are too. Okay, so today we're going to listen to a story, and it's called The Cool Beans. Okay. The Cool Beans is written by Jory John and it's illustrated by Pete Oswald. Look at these sunglasses. Do you think maybe that's why they're called cool? Let's find out. Watch out. Here come the Cool Beans. The Cool Beans. Oh yeah, check out how they move. Look at the way they swagger. Okay, that's the word swagger. And that word could just mean the way that they walk with confidence, with their heads held high. Notice their sunglasses. Yeah. The Cool Beans are known all over school, from house to house, across town, beyond county lines. In the olden days last year, we were all one big pot of beans. We were a mixed bag, but somehow it worked. Yep, those were the good old days. And then we stopped seeing each other as much. Sort of like you guys. That's just how it is sometimes. You spend less time together even though you're not totally sure why. I watched as the beans I knew so well, the beans from my own pod, became the Cool Beans. Look how they're riding around in a convertible car. One of them could play the guitar. Cool. One of them could draw the best superheroes. Cool. One of them could jump higher than any bean I'd ever known. Cool. Me? Well, I mostly stayed the same. Sure, I made some small changes. I wore sunglasses. Oh, they're too big. I slicked my hair back. Too slick. I strutted around. I swaggered. I was still picked last for everything. My clothes never seemed to fit. I snorted when I laughed. I walked into stuff. I was an uncool bean for sure. I started thinking of myself as just a common bean with no special skills. I couldn't compete, so I didn't even try. I'd never be a cool bean. It seemed like there were two types of beans in the world. There were the cool beans and the beans like me. Oh, he's sad. The days all blended together. I lived with my life and things were just okay. I took tests and I ate lunches and mostly kept to myself. I mean, sure, I missed them a bit, but it's not like I was going to say anything. I felt like all that coolness had gotten in the way of our friendship. And that's how it went until one day. I was in the cafeteria. I dropped my lunch on my loafers. Oh no, I thought, not again. But then something sort of miraculous happened. There's that word miraculous. It can mean amazing or something wonderful. Out of nowhere, one of the Cool Beans helped me clean it up. He didn't even say anything. He just gave me a nod. That was it. Later, I was out on the playground and I tripped and scraped my knee and maybe cried a little bit, and everybody saw it. Another one of the cool beans came to my side, and without a word, he dusted me off. That afternoon, I was sitting in class. I wasn't really paying attention. I didn't notice, but our teacher had called on me. Everybody stared. I sat there in silence. Nobody said anything. And then everybody just laughed at me. That was it. After today, I was officially a has-been. Oh, it's so sad. But then one of the cool beans stood up and came over to me. Everybody watched. She leaned in close and whispered, "Hey, the teacher asked you to read from page 32. Then she gave me a quick wink and went back to her seat. It was a small gesture, sure. And that word gesture means the way that she acted, or a good deed. But it was also everything. I walked home with a goofy smile on my face. I smiled all the way through dinner. That day made all the difference. It was a day that could have been really bad if not for the kindness of a few cool beans. It gave me a shred of confidence. That shred of confidence has continued to grow. Somebody had my back, or a few somebodies. Oh, he's back with his friends again. After that, I started hanging out with the cool beans again. How have you been? Get it? How have you been? Not all the time, but sometimes. At lunch, after school, even on the weekends. Throughout all of this, I realized that it's not about how you look or any of that other silly stuff. It's about a wink or a nod or a smile at just the right moment. It's about dusting somebody off, helping them up again, and pointing them in the right direction. You need a hand? Yes, please. Now that's cool. Okay, what a wonderful book. And hopefully we learned something in here, that it's not about how you look that makes you cool. It's your acts of kindness. It's when someone drops a book and you help them pick it up, or they fall and you help them up, or any other acts of kindness that you do for someone else makes you cool. Okay, hope you enjoyed the book. And so now what we're going to do is go over and do an art project. And what you can do, what we're going to do, you can get some paint. It doesn't matter what color. And a pan. And you just take some shaving cream and you line it up in the pan like this. And then you can take your color and you just put your color in like this. Okay, I use blue. And you could just sit there and just see, it's the texture. Good, it's a very good sensory. Because you can even put it in your hands and you can mush it all up with your hands and do all kinds of stuff with it. But it's very good for sensory. And let's make it look like the water. Okay, does that look like maybe the water to you? You can also take paper and you can put it in this container, a container like this if you like instead, and you put your paint in there and your shaving cream. Let your parents help you. And you can take it and use it on paper. And just to paint something, we can just like do a sky or something here. And what it does, you see what it does? It's not like the regular paint. It has texture to it. It adds texture. And guess what? It's easier to clean up when you have that in it as it is when it's just the paint. But see that texture? How you can have it to sit up? And you can just do all kind of things with it. So you can do this at home and have your parent help you. But you can do it at home. Okay? All right. Now, we're going to go over and we're going to do a few patterns. And so what we have here is a A-B pattern. What we have here is a A-B-C pattern. And here we have a A-A-B pattern. Okay? And so what do you think goes after this? We got A, B, and the next one is what? Another A. So we have the A. Okay, that would be next, and so forth and so on, because after this one, we go on to continue the pattern with a green and another yellow. This one is an ABC, and so A, B, C, and we start all back over. Your next one would be an A again, and you could follow it up with a B and a C. This one is your AAB pattern. And what comes after AAB? Another AA. And then you could follow it up with a B, and so forth on to keep the pattern going. Okay, that's our book for today and our art. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye.